This tutorial idea was given to me by the commander. Yep, getting a total Guild Wars 2 vibe there, but thanks for the idea on the proper way to build a hull. Sorry, end up calling it the perfect way to build a hull or the correct way to build a hull in the video, so just want to get that out of the way. I ended up getting the wrong thing for the hull, so but thank you. Thank you. Okay, everyone. Oh, the game looks a bit blurry, but welcome to today's video is about hulls. Now, this is just a quick video. It's going to be shorter than normal. And I also have a question for you guys. What should I call you? Now, like, I don't want to just simply call you subscribers because I feel like that's just not creative. But I also do want to call you something, and I want you guys to tell me what it should be. And then I'll just go through the comments like normal and then see which one I like the best, or it's either the most popular. But this is the first general hull design. Now this one, all vehicles really can use this one. This one can be used in the water because it's kind of hydrodynamic, so the water's not going to be just like hitting a block, but it's not going to be the most efficient one for water, but it does work. So you have this hull, which you can just extend out like this, and then you have this thick front hull that's meant to take just like a lot of hits. So if you have like a ramming ship, what I would use this for is a ramming ship, or if you're using like in the land campaign like Lathrix did, a tank that's built to take a bunch of hits and it's going towards the front of them and really just kind of charging or circling the enemy, then that's a good use for it. Or for planes, if you want to use this for planes as well, but this will be a more front heavy design for a hull for planes, so just keep that in mind. Now we have the one I think everyone knows, which is just the rising up of beams hull. Well, slopes hull. It's not that complex of a design. So yeah, it's really a simple hull to make. It's just you go up for each one until you get to the height you either want your ship or the height your ship's already at, and then you just kind of do that, replace them with beams, and then just get rid of the other ones. So yeah, this one I think would be the best hull really for water, since, well, that actually depends, because this one would really be best for going straight, but not really for turning, since it's going to be pushing up against a flat surface. But honestly, it doesn't matter, because unless you go like slope the entire way down your ship, you're really just going to be pushing up against a flat surface the entire time. But this is generally how you would do this one. You would go back as far as your ship, let's say this, come up here, fill it up, and then just armor it up at the front as well, because what gets a hull if it gets blown up as soon as you use it. So yeah, this one can be really armored up. Now here's the one I'd say looks the best for aesthetics, and is really going to be the one I end up using more often, even though I use the one I just built mostly because it's simpler and it's easier to make and it still gets its job done. But besides that, I'm going to start making my ships a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Also, I'm going to come over to this side because I'm more used to building on this side. So you just do this, alternating each time, going up and then over, up and over, up and over. Okay, so the blocks just messed up a bit there. But anyways, you just keep alternating until you end up coming to the point. And then you would put the slope here. And you would just put the slopes until you have it lined up with all the other ones. And then once you get to the very bottom, you just put beams in there and fill it up. This one I'd say is definitely the least reinforced one because it gets thinner towards the tip. Well, the first one I built gets thinner towards the tip, but it's also compacted into the entire hull for armor. So really, this one can become a solid block of metal if you so choose, like all the other ones. It's just this one, it has less metal because it's not going to be as close together. It starts thinning out the more you build it. So the next one is a good one for aircraft Well, depends on how you're building the aircraft, really. Because that's the thing about this video. There's no such thing as the best hull, like a perfect hull, because that comes down to with how the ship's built and how and what's going to fit the ship better than some other hull. Because like these, yeah, these may work with some craft, but another craft may be designed so differently that they just all be incompatible. So really, it's down to the ship. Other than that, these are just some general designs that a lot of people use. Well, as far as I can tell, a lot of people use. And just really go for it. Go for it. If you want a good looking hull, really just design it, see if it works. If it doesn't, then just try making a new one. I know that doesn't sound like good advice, but that's really all there is to it. If you can't make a good hull, you just gotta keep trying. Because eventually, a hull shape will come up that you like. And it will be something you will keep using on that ship. Hopefully, anyways. Now, this one is just a hull that's like the one I just built, except instead of going to the sides, it's going down. Up, like it's coming together from the top and bottom. So, it's just like this. Very simple. Very similar to the first one. Except instead of having a slope, you have these new blocks that they added called wedges, which is basically two slopes together. Looks like an arrow. But yeah, these two really would recommend using for airships if they're a simple designed airship. Otherwise, make your own. These two are really the general ones used for boats. This one really is used for land, but I'd say this would be the most all-around design for a hull. So if you're looking for the quote-unquote perfect hull, this will be it. And, well, that's really all there is to it. So, thank you all for watching this video on hulls, and hope you enjoyed.